So Drake and Yachty not cool no more, and 50 and Hurricane Chris they beefing. The year of beef is still going on in 2024. Let's get into it.
The STEM Society.
Red Phenom, they compare me to Elon. In reality, I'm beyond. You don't know what I be on. I need a goddess to feed on. Cybertruck high as fuck, backstroke a feline. Motor high, twisted like the cap on soda pop. She blow a top, dipping high speed. Yo, thigh sweet as die beat. Blowing fire weed, our eyes meet. Hot and steamy, feel the ocean spray. Private security, motorcade, electricity. In the atmosphere, I'm on the way. Can't nobody do it quite like YT asked God to reveal my rival.
Welcome back to the STEM Society. My name is Cole Jackson. Episode 52. We are back. And it's Wednesday. It's supposed to be Wednesday. It's supposed to be dropping on Wednesday unless the editing is bad. Before I get into the news and start talking about what's been going on in music this week, I just wanted to say rest in peace to Beat King. I didn't get a chance to say it on the last episode, and I had found out the last episode. And I just want to send prayers out to his family and friends. And, man, we lost a good person, man. I hate to hear that Beat King died, and he had a lot of great music out. So rest in peace to Beat King. And, man, just love on your people, bro. Just love on your people. That's all I can say. You don't never know when somebody gonna leave this earth. So this week in the news, I'm gonna be covering Hurricane Chris and 50. I'm covering the Drake and Yachty shenanigans, and this whole lip gloss thing with Sexyy Red. I'll get to it.
Music news.
So let's start off with 50 and Hurricane Chris. So Hurricane Chris had a lot to say about the recent Humor and Harmony Festival in Shreveport.
How the fuck you supposed to be a nigga that's a part of hip-hop? You throw a motherfucking concert in Louisiana and don't book no Louisiana legends and put no bankroll in no Louisiana legends pocket, but you pay the police $500,000. What type of bitch ass shit is that? Nigga, you ain't fucking with my city, nigga. You taking advantage of my city, nigga, cause shit cheap and shit costs way less than it costs where you from. And y'all stupid, slow motherfuckers so crazy that y'all gonna let this nigga come down here and not show no love to Louisiana. This nigga ain't booked no Louisiana artist. This nigga ain't booked Big Papa. This nigga ain't booked B Will. This nigga ain't booked Hurricane. This nigga didn't even go to Baton Rouge and get no boosies or no webbies. Like, nigga didn't fuck with us. Nigga came to take advantage of us. Shreveport had cheap ass land. He came and bought that shit, and a nigga don't give a fuck about fucking with us.
So clearly Hurricane Chris was very passionate about what was going on with the whole Humor and Harmony Festival in Shreveport. Now, from what we know is it was a huge event. Everybody was there. It just felt like 50 was trying to bring a lot of stuff together. Now, of course, 50 Cent responded to Hurricane Chris talking about how his rap career was terrible and how he did actually book some Louisiana legends like Master P and Fredo Bang. He also had Shreveport's on Fella Zill, and he had Flame Fire. So it feels like 50 covered his bases. The thing that's killing me is people are kind of going in on Hurricane Chris because they feel like he was ranting for nothing. And because they look at Hurricane Chris and say, oh, he's a joke, or the things that happened in his career, him going to jail, so on and so forth. The funny thing is like a lot of people don't really understand what had been going on in Louisiana. Post-Katrina, things weren't good down there. It's not like people weren't coming down there to Louisiana and not taking advantage. There was a ton of people, corporations, look it up, that was going down to Louisiana and buying the land because it was so cheap, taking advantage of a lot of things that was happening down there. So I just personally feel like Hurricane Chris had every right to stand up for his neighborhood, bro. Like, that's the biggest thing. I don't think people understand. Like, Hurricane Chris was going at 50 because he was trying to protect what was his. He was trying to protect Louisiana. Now, did he do it in the right way? Well, nah. I mean, sometimes the only way you can get to somebody is through social media and to do this. Clearly 50 got seen it and actually replied to it and took it as a joke. I don't think 50 is one of those people that will come down to Louisiana and try to take over or try to make people look bad, or you know what I'm saying? I don't think he would go down to Louisiana to do exactly what Hurricane Chris was doing, which is fund the police or fund white people and or have white people use him to buy that land and stuff like that. I think as long as 50 is giving back to the community, which I feel like he will, 50 from the hood, there's no way possible that, I don't think he's that big of a businessman or that much out of touch that he wouldn't even give back to the community like that. Like, I think 50 is more than just some nigga that's out of some bougie ass college coming down there buying up the land and giving the money to white people. But you can't be mad at somebody trying to take up for their neighborhood or for their city. Like, we need more of that. You know, gentrification is real. Things like people taking over people's neighborhoods and kicking out the black folks out of their neighborhoods is real. And sometimes you just got to stand up for what you feel like is right. Now, again, I really feel like it was a different way Hurricane Chris could have came about doing it. But I ain't mad at him doing that. You got to take up for your city, bro. You got to make sure people not coming in and kicking out the real people who's supposed to be there. So I just honestly hope they can come to some kind of agreement. I don't think they've actually went back and forth on social media again, even though, man, Hurricane Chris looked he looked a little crazy. I ain't gonna hold it. He looked a little crazy in that, but he did the right thing. I don't think a lot of people would have stood up for their city like that, especially to somebody like 50. Now, a lot of people saying this is a clout chase. I don't believe it's a clout chase either, man. Hurricane Chris ain't finna put out no new song. And if he do, then I'm gonna look stupid. But he not finna put no new song out. Ain't nobody checking for no Hurricane Chris song. I just feel like sometimes you gotta stand for something, bro. And I think that's the problem with a lot of people these days. They're too afraid to stand for something. He was just standing on business when it came to his city, putting money in the artist's pocket, which you can't be mad at that either. If you're going to book something that big, because again, Humor and Harmony was huge. That festival was huge. One of the biggest festivals that was down there. If you're going to book something like that, yeah, the local talent needs to be booked. You need to put them on the fucking bill. Don't be sitting up here, man, going down there, bringing all these celebrities down there and don't think about the people who are from there. It just makes sense. Put money in people's pocket if you're going to be in their hood. That's just respect. That's a respect thing. Everybody should respect that. So I don't have a problem with Hurricane Chris going that route, man. I think he did exactly what he was supposed to do. And 50, of course, 50, of course, came back at him. It was cool. But the people on social media clowning Hurricane Chris about this too, y'all need to look yourself in the mirror and think about would you actually stand up for your city like that. So, I got more Drake news for you. You would think I'm academics. Drake reportedly is dropping the Super Soak song, but he's not going to drop it with Yachty. Yachty's completely taken off the song. So for reference purposes, if you guys don't remember, the Super Soak song was sampled by Mr. Hotspot. It was a viral song called Goodness Gracious. And Mr. Hotspot did not want to clear the sample because religious reasons, of course. He's a man of God now, and he just didn't want to be affiliated with that. But after that situation went down, Yachty leaked it to Casanat. There was a discourse about it, whether Yachty was right or wrong about leaking the song. Then, according to Act, the song is actually still about to drop. Here's the clip.
I heard it's coming out, people, with a music video. Now, there's some interesting shit going on here. I hear the Super Soak track is coming out. Music video included. One caveat. There's no Lil Yachty on it, which that's a little confusing to me, but it is what it is. Only confusing because it was Yachty's song in this.
So that's what academics were saying. That's coming from Act. So they haven't really said the date of when the song is going to drop. The crazy thing about this whole situation is that was actually Yachty's song. That song was Yachty's, not Drake's. He sent that song to Drake to get the verse, and now Drake is going to put the song out without Yachty. So there's a lot of discourse on social media talking about Yachty unfollowing Drake and they're not cool anymore and this is the breakup. I feel like this is another trick to get us to be on Drake's side yet again. Drake, my boy, you are moving wrong. Now, if he drops this Super Soak song without Yachty, because everybody who heard the song when Casanat previewed it, when it was leaked, said the song was fire. Everybody was fucking with the song. Everybody thought that shit was fire. What is Drake doing now, man? Can we just have a real open and honest conversation? I don't know what Drake is doing anymore. And contrary to what a lot of y'all believe, I am a Drake fan. I'm a huge Drake fan. I've been a Drake fan since the beginning. So don't think I'm hating on Drake, because I'm critical of him because he's one of my favorite artists, and I think that he can do way better. I keep telling y'all this, man. Drake need to get low and chill out and stop with all of this. But I'm trying to figure out what he's doing to his brand, to like, is he really in that much of a need to be liked to do something like this, like to actually drop a song that was originally Yachty's song? Did he get the sample cleared? How did he get the sample cleared? How is he moving forward with a song that wasn't even originally his? This, again, was Yachty's song. So what are we doing? That's the biggest thing. I don't really understand any of the moves that Drake is making right now. I don't really feel like he's doing the right thing currently. Clearly, the song is a hit. Everybody liked it when it was played via Casanat's stream. Everybody was messing with it. But at the end of the day, is he really snaking his homeboys just to be able to be liked in the public again? Like, that's the biggest thing I'm trying to figure out. So I don't know. This is just, to me, another example of Drake moving wrong. Go and make an album, bro. Just go somewhere and just make an album, and stop with all these sad attempts to try to get us back on your good graces. Like, nobody wants to be a part of this, man. Go make an album. And if you snaking your homeboy like that, come on, bro. That's just sad, man. When you get to a point where you're taking your homeboy songs to be able to try to get out here and actually do this to just get a song out. Again, everybody enjoyed the Super Soak song when they heard it on Casanat's stream. I thought the song was fire too, but to kind of leave Yachty off of it just to be able to get another win, sad, man. It's a sad state of affairs. I don't know. Currently, the 100 gigs pack 3-pack is doing pretty decent right now. But is he really missing out on sales like that? Like, is Drake really down that bad that he got to go to these types of tactics to be able to be back on top? Like, that's the sad part about this whole situation. It just feels desperate yet again. And again, y'all are going to call me a hater. I don't care. I'm a fan. I don't want to see Drake do desperate things to be able to make it out here or to be able to be a part of, to get back in good graces with his fan base. I think Yachty should be upset. I think Yachty should demand to be on the song because, again, that was his song. And who knows? The final, when the song actually comes out, he may still be on there. We don't know. We won't know until the song drops. But if everything that what Ak is saying is true, yo, man, that's fucked up. That's sad. And if you're going to do your friends like that just to be back on top or to be back at a level where people can idolize you again, you're moving wrong. You're moving wrong. And I don't know who on his team is not telling him this. He has been moving wrong all year. I can't wait till this year ends so he can actually be on the good side of things. Because I think 2025, whether y'all want to believe it or not, Drake is going to be back probably better than ever. If he takes this fourth quarter off and if he doesn't actually go out and try to do anything stupid, if we come back in 2025, I think 2025 is when he's gonna drop a bomb when it comes to an album. Probably one of the best albums he'll ever have. But this shit that he's doing right now, it's sad and terrible, and I don't want to fuck with it. Okay, so before I leave, before we end the episode, I gotta ask you guys, are y'all really feeling this whole thing with Sexyy Red? If you guys don't know, Sexyy Red just said she was going to drop a lip gloss line. Let me read what the colors are real quick. just to be on the safe side. I don't know if you guys seen it. It'll be on the screen. So the colors are coochie juice, booty hole brown, nut, pussy hole pink, yellow discharge, gonorrhea, blue balls, and sex on my period. So I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know how I feel about the whole situation between. I know people got to make money. Let's just put it out there. People need to make money. People are going to have to do what they have to do to be able to make a living. Music ain't cutting it for a lot of people. I keep telling y'all on a regular basis, it's brands over everything else. Brands over music. Instead of improving her music, she wants to drop lip gloss line that sounds like this or looks like this or whatever. Don't y'all feel like that's kind of playing in our face just a little bit? Like, don't you feel like this is something that's just kind of really like pointing at us and laughing? I don't even think she came up with these actual names. Like, seriously, do y'all feel like this is something that she decided to come up with? Or is it a robot, or is it the puppet masters behind her that's doing this? That's the biggest thing I'm trying to figure out, because there's no way in hell somebody from where she from would be okay with doing this. You get what I'm saying? Like, a prominent podcaster said that she doesn't even know what they're really doing with her stuff behind the scenes. And I'm after seeing this, I kind of believe it now. There's no way in hell that she's okay with this, right? Or am I wrong? I don't know, man. I just feel like maybe it's time for us to kind of rethink who we put out here as celebrities and we give all of this fame to, and what we spend our money on. I'm just saying, it's kind of portraying or perpetuating that ratchet means this, and I don't really think that's what it means. It's manufactured ratchetness. Like, none of this is real. I don't feel like it's real. I don't think her whole situation is real. It's to the point now where she does the same. Have y'all ever noticed she does like the same 5 things all the time? Every time you see her, point, throw up gang sign, money phone, all this stuff. Like, it's a routine now. Like a full routine, like a routine. Like, it's a part of like everything she does. And the crazy thing about it is the music is not getting better. Go listen to that last album. The music ain't getting no better. So I don't know, man. I wanted to know what y'all thoughts were on I wanted to know y'all thoughts on the whole lip gloss thing and how it seemed. Does that feel real? Do you feel like she's actually the person who's behind putting that together? Let me know in the comments. Tell me what you think. Do you think Sexyy Red is completely behind the whole naming the colors, and like, do you feel like that's exactly who that's exactly what she wanted to do? Tell me, man. Tell me if you think she's being if it's a puppet master and she's the puppet. I just wanted to bring that up because that shit looks crazy. I'm not kissing nobody who got gonorrhea on their lips. Just saying. Look, guys, my time is up. I ain't got nothing else left for you guys. Thank you guys for coming back to another episode and supporting the show. Please, 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 if you haven't subscribed to the B1K Media YouTube channel, subscribe today, just to help support me, an independent content creator. And I do have a Patreon. Link is right up here. Join the Patreon. We have exclusive content called the Hip Hop Survival Guide, which is new episodes every Thursday on that, and plus we'll have some personal content from me. But with that, like, just subscribe to the channel and be a part of the society. Join the society, be a part of something special. I ain't got nothing else for y'all. I'll catch you guys on Sunday. Peace out.
Thank you for joining the STEM Society.